and no frog pose, don't worry.
I'm really getting into the frog pose now that I know that I can sit on the block. So
that helps.
It does.
We'll practice with your
videos. I can hold
videos.
it longer. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, definitely. Well, let's start in Shavasana. So let's start laying down on our backs.
Okay.
Okay. And let's take a deep inhale through our nose. And exhale it all out, let it all go. Take a deep inhale through our nose. Exhale it all out, let it all go. And with every inhale and exhale, allowing your body to begin to settle. Allowing your mind to begin to rest. And taking this opportunity this morning to check in with yourself. Notice how you're feeling. Notice how your body's feeling. Taking a few moments to scan from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. And notice if there's any areas of tension. If anything may be a little bit sore or tender. Maybe something might be a little bit stiff. And taking this opportunity to send your breath to those areas, breathing into anything that's a little bit tense. Letting your breath bring ease to those areas. Letting tension dissolve. Breathing into anything that might be a little bit tender or a little bit sore. Letting your breath bring a little bit of relief to those areas. Breathing into anything that might be a little bit stiff. Letting your breath soften those areas. Letting your body find a little bit more rest. And taking note of any thoughts that might be rising up. Gently acknowledging them. Letting them continue to pass by. Drawing your attention back to your breath. Back to your inhales. And your exhales. And take a few moments to set an intention for your class today. Something you wish to receive from your practice. And on the next inhale, slowly begin to wiggle your fingers. Gently moving your toes. And then slowly draw those knees into your chest, giving them a nice big hug. Gently adding a little bit of movement, rocking side to side. A little bit of forward and backwards. Maybe you circle your knees in one direction, then circle your knees in the opposite direction. Then open your arms up into a T, and gently letting your knees fall to the right side, coming into a twist, just for a couple breaths here. Keeping your left shoulder blade pressed into the mat, adjusting those knees. Breathing into any areas where you're feeling sensation. And letting your breath soften those areas. We'll take a couple more breaths here. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Then on the next inhale, slowly draw those knees back up to center. And then gently letting your knees fall over to the other side. Keeping your right shoulder blade pressed into the mat. Adjusting your knees. Sending your breath to any areas where you're feeling sensation. Letting your breath soften those areas. We'll take one more inhale here. One more exhale. Then on the next inhale, slowly draw those knees back up to center. And then coming into happy baby, grab the outside of those feet, open the knees nice and wide, gently rocking a little bit of forward and backwards. A little bit of side to side. Then draw those knees back into your chest and let them sway from the right to the left. Gently letting your knees fall to the left side or to the right side, coming into fetal position for a couple breaths. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Then on the next inhale, slowly begin to press your way up and making your way to tabletop position. Still planting your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. And on the inhale, we'll drop our belly and pull that chin forward. Exhale, press into our palms, round our spine. Inhale, drop our belly, pull that chin forward. Exhale, press into our palms, round our spine. On the next inhale, can you open up those shoulders a little bit more? Exhale, press into your palms, round your spine. Tucking that chin into your chest a little bit deeper. On the next inhale, maybe your eyes go up slightly higher. Exhale, press into your palms, round your spine, tucking that tailbone in a little bit deeper. We'll take a couple more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, press into your palms, round your spine. Last one, inhale, open up those shoulders a little bit more. Exhale, press into your palms, round your spine, tucking that tailbone and chin in just a moment longer. Then coming back to neutral spine and pressing our left hand into the mat and our right knee. We'll reach our right hand forward and our left foot back. Take an inhale here for stability. Exhale, draw that elbow to the knee. Then inhale, reach. Then open the arm to the right leg, to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, elbow to knee. Very nice. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open wide. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, elbow to knee. Two more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open wide. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, elbow to knee, very nice. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open wide. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, elbow to knee, very nice. Coming back to neutral spine, switching sides. Left hand forward, right foot back. Take an inhale here for stability. Exhale, draw that elbow to the knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open the arm to the left leg, to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open wide. Move with your breath. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, elbow to knee. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open wide. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, elbow to knee. Last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open wide. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, elbow to knee. Very nice. Coming back to neutral spine. Planting our hands, curling our toes. We'll send our hips up in our first downward facing dog. So press our knees up and then our hips back. Take a few moments here to pedal up the feet. Bending one knee, straightening the other. Repeating that on the other side. Maybe gently opening up the hips from side to side. Trying to get out all the kinks. Eventually finding stillness in this posture for 3 breaths. So pressing into the palms of the hands, trying to lengthen your spine. Exhale, draw those heels closer to the mat. Inhale, pressing into the palms of the hands, trying to lengthen your spine a little bit more. Exhale, draw those heels a little bit closer to the mat. Take 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. Then on the next inhale, coming into plank pose. And then exhale, slowly lowering all the way down onto your stomach. Releasing your toes, we'll come into baby cobra. So inhale, draw up your chest. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, can you draw up a little bit higher? Exhale, slowly lower, very nice. 3 more. Inhale, can you draw up a little bit higher? Exhale, slowly lower. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Very nice. Last one. Let's hold it at the top. Inhale. We'll exhale at the top. Inhale. Can you drop a little bit higher? Very nice. Exhale. Release all the way down. Curling our toes back under. Inhale to plank. Exhale. Press back down. We're facing dog. Take a few moments here to pedal out those feet. Move your hips side to side. Eventually finding stillness for 1 full inhale. 1 full exhale. Step hopper walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, circle our hands up to the sky. Exhale, draw our hands to heart center, very nice. Take a full inhale here and a full exhale. On the next inhale, circle your hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, release all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back to plank. Move through our chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, press back to your downward facing dog, very nice. Take a few breaths here, pedal out those feet. Move your hips side to side. Eventually finding stillness for 2 full breaths here. Take a deep inhale, pressing into the palms of the hands, lengthening your spine. Exhale, can you draw those heels closer to the mat? Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Step, hop, or walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, circle our hands up to the sky. Interlacing our third, fourth, and fifth fingers. Send the hips to the left, arms to the right on the exhale. Very nice. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, cactus those arms, maybe a slight back bend. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, release all the way down, very nice. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back to plank. Move through our chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, press back to your downward facing dog. And take a couple breaths here, pedal out those feet. Move your hips side to side. Eventually finding stillness for a couple breaths here. So press into the palms of the hands. Exhale, can you draw those heels closer to the mat? Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Step, hop, or walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, fold, release. Bend your knees, sink your hips, come into chair pose. As you reach your hands to the sky, exhale, can you sink a little bit deeper? Very nice. On the next inhale, can you draw your shoulders down and away from your ears? Exhale, sink a little bit deeper into your chair. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. On the next inhale, release. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back to plank. Move through our chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, press back to your downward facing dog. And take one full breath in here. One full breath out. On the next inhale, float that right leg high to the sky. Then step your right leg through your hands. Releasing your back left heel. Inhale to your warrior one. Exhale, let that body settle here. On the next inhale, can you draw that left hip forward? Exhale, sinking a little bit deeper into that right knee. On the next inhale, can you reach those hands up a little bit higher? And on the exhale, draw the shoulders down and away from your ears. Very nice. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, open up to warrior two, right arm forward, left arm back. And maybe you walk that right heel in to match the instep of that left foot. On the next inhale, draw those shoulders down and away from your ears. Exhale, sinking a little bit deeper into that right knee. On the next inhale, can you reach your fingertips a little bit further, stretching out that upper body. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper into that right knee. Very nice. On the next inhale, coming into reverse warrior. So left hand, left thigh, right arm draws up and back. And the option to take that left hand behind your spine is always available. On the next inhale, can you reach that right hand back a little bit further? Exhale, maybe sink a little bit deeper into that right knee. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. Very nice. On the next inhale, coming into extended side angle. So right elbow, right knee, left arm circles forward. And the option to stay here, or maybe you take that right arm down, taking this posture a little bit deeper. On the next inhale, can you reach your fingertips a little bit further away as you press into that back left leg? Take one more breath in. One more breath out. Very nice. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Then exhale, straighten that right leg and shorten your stance. So walk that left foot in a little bit. Then on the next inhale, reach that right hand forward. Right arm draws down, left arm draws up, triangle pose. And so keeping a slight bend in that knee, you can always draw your hand on that shin, or maybe you reach down. On the next inhale, can you reach that left hand up a little bit higher, expanding your chest? Hold here. On the next inhale, maybe you look up to your fingertips. Exhale, hold here. Very nice. On the next inhale, transitioning into half moon, so start to bend that right knee as you draw your gaze down, reaching that right hand forward, shifting your weight to that right foot, floating the left. Keep your breath, keep your focus. Keep those hips stacked on top of each other. 2 more breaths here. Nice deep inhale. Nice deep exhale. On the next inhale, can you reach that left hand up a little bit higher? Exhale, hold here. Very nice. On the next inhale, slowly begin to bend that right knee as you come back to your warrior 2 gracefully. Exhale, hold here. Inhale to reverse warrior, fill up those lungs. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Move through our chaturanga. Lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, press back to your downward facing dog. Very nice. Take a few breaths here to pedal up the feet. Move your hips side to side. Eventually finding stillness for 1 full breath in, 1 full breath out. Inhale, float that left leg high to the sky. Then step your left leg through your hands. Release your back right heel. Inhale to warrior 1. Exhale, let that body settle. On the next inhale, can you draw that right hip forward? Exhale, maybe sink a little bit deeper into that left knee. Very nice. On the next inhale, can you reach your hands up a little bit higher? Exhale, draw those shoulders down and away from your ears. Very nice. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, open up to warrior 2, left arm forward, right arm back. And maybe you walk that left heel in to match the instep of that right foot. On the next inhale, can you draw your shoulders back and down, opening up that upper body. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper into that left knee. On the next inhale, can you reach your fingertips a little bit further away, expanding your chest. Exhale, maybe you sink a little bit deeper into that left knee. Very nice. Inhale, coming into reverse warrior, so right hand, right thigh, left arm draws up and back. And the option to stay here or take that right hand behind your spine. On the next inhale, can you reach that left hand a little bit further? Exhale, sinking a little bit deeper into that left knee. Take 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. On the next inhale, coming into extended side angle, so left elbow, left knee, right arm circles forward. And the option to stay here today, or maybe you reach that left hand down. On the next inhale, can you reach those fingertips a little bit further away? Exhale, pressing on that back right foot. Take 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. Then on the next inhale, coming back to your warrior 2. Then exhale, straightening that left leg and shortening your stance, so walking that right foot in. Inhale, reach that left hand forward. Left arm draws down, right arm draws up, triangle pose. And the option to bring that left hand onto that left shin, keeping a slight bend in that left knee. Maybe you reach your fingertips down. On the next inhale, can you reach those right fingertips up a little bit higher? Expanding that upper body. On the next inhale, maybe you draw your eyes up to those right fingertips. Exhale, hold here, very nice. On the next inhale, begin to transition to half moon. So draw your gaze down to the mat as you bend that left knee and reach that left hand forward, shifting your weight to that left foot as you float the right. Keeping your balance, keeping your focus, and keeping your breath. On the next inhale, can you reach those right fingertips up a little bit higher? Exhale, hold here. Take one more inhale. One more exhale, very nice. And slowly begin to bend that left knee as you transition back to warrior two gracefully. Exhale, hold here. Inhale, reverse warrior, fill up those lungs. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Move through a chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, press back to your downward facing dog. And take a few moments here to pedal out those feet. Move your hips side to side. Eventually finding stillness for one full breath in. One full breath out. Then on the next inhale, coming into plank pose. And draw your feet together. So we'll come into side plank. So begin to rotate the heels to the left as you plant that left hand to the mat and reach your right hand up. And so your option is to stay here, or maybe you float that right foot. Keep sending up that hip. Two more breaths here. Keep pressing into that left hand. Keep reaching that right hand up. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. Very nice. Then coming back to plank pose. Then drawing your heels to the right. Pressing that right hand into the mat as you float that left hand up. And so the option is to stay inside plank, or maybe you float that left foot up. Keep reaching that left hand away as you press into the mat. Two more breaths here. Take one more inhale. One more exhale, very nice. Then coming back to plank pose. Move through our last chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, press that downward facing dog. Then take a few moments here to pedal out those feet. Move your hips side to side. Eventually finding stillness for one full breath in. One full breath out. Step, hop, or walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, circle our hands up to the sky. Exhale, draw our hands to heart center. Very nice. With your eyes closed, take a full inhale. And a full exhale, let it all go. Take one more inhale through our nose. Exhale it out of the mouth, let it all go. Flutter your eyes open, give that a little bit of a shake. Great job. So the next thing we'll move into is, we're gonna move into tree pose, into warrior three. And normally we go pretty quickly, but today we'll do some arms in tree, and then we'll move into warrior three, and then come back to tree just for a breath. So have your feet hip distance apart. Draw your shoulders back and down. Nice strong mountain pose. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. Then on the next inhale, begin to shift your weight to that left foot as you draw up the right. So maybe the toes rest, maybe they come up onto your calf, or maybe they come up into the crease. Or on top of your thigh. Draw your hands to heart center when you arrive. Take a full inhale here and a full exhale. Then on the next inhale, begin to open those arms up into a V, nice and slow, keeping your core engaged. Exhale, draw the shoulders down and away from your ears. Inhale, draw the palms of the hands together on top of your head. Then exhale, slowly begin to lower them down to your heart. Very nice. Take one full inhale here. One full exhale. Then on the next inhale, draw that right knee forward. Then exhale, begin to come back to your warrior three. So send that right leg back as you hinge at the hips. Your hands could stay at prayer. Maybe they go out to the side for balance. Maybe they reach forward. 2 more breaths here. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Then slowly begin to bend that left knee as you draw that right knee forward back to your tree pose. Draw those hands to heart center. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Then draw that right knee forward and exhale slowly, let it lower like a leaf. Very nice. Give that a little bit of a shake. Maybe give your left calf a little bit of a massage. Then coming back to mountain pose, so have those feet hip distance apart. Draw your shoulders back and down. Take a full inhale together and a full exhale, let it all go. Shift your weight to that right foot, start to draw up the left. So coming into your tree. And when you arrive, draw your hands to heart center. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. Then on the next inhale, begin to open those arms up into a V. Exhale, hold here. On the next inhale, draw the palms of the hands together. Exhale, slowly lower them down to your heart. Take a full inhale here and a full exhale. Then on the next inhale, draw that left knee forward. And then begin to shift into your warrior three, drawing that left leg back as you hinge at the hips. Hands could stay at prayer. They can go out to the side. They can reach forward. 2 more breaths here. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Then slowly begin to bend that right knee as you draw that left knee forward, coming back to your tree pose. Draw your hands back together at prayer. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. Inhale, draw that knee forward. Then exhale, slowly let it lower like a leaf. Very nice. Give that a little bit of a shake. Then coming back to the top of your mat. Inhale, circle your hands up to the sky, fill up the lungs. Exhale, forward fold, release all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back to plank, and lower all the way down onto your stomach. So we're gonna come into locust pose, and then after locust pose, we'll come into sphinx pose. So draw your big toes together, and your hands can either just float by your side, or you can clasp them together at the top of your glutes. Take a full breath in, and a full breath out. On the next inhale, draw up your chest, then draw up your feet. On the next inhale, can you draw up a little bit higher, and draw up those feet a little bit higher. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, can you draw up a little bit higher? Hold here. 1 more breath in. 1 more breath out. On the next inhale, go up as high as you can. Exhale, release all the way down. Very nice. Letting your hands rest by your side. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. Then begin to move into Sphinx pose. So draw those elbows underneath your shoulders. Remove tension from your legs. Take a deep breath in And exhale, breathe into any sensations that you might be feeling in your spine, in your shoulders. Allow your breath to soften. We'll take one more breath in here. One more breath out. And the option to stay here, or maybe you come into seal pose. So pressing into the palms of the hands as you draw up, straightening those elbows. Draw your shoulders down and away from your ears. Take a couple more breaths here. Nice deep inhale. Nice deep exhale. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Then on the next inhale, slowly begin to lower down. And just take a moment here. Take a breath in and a breath out. Then on the next inhale, draw your hands underneath your shoulders. Push up to tabletop. And then from here, we'll make our way into downward facing dog so we can transition into pigeon pose. So press those knees up and then those hips back. Inhale, float that right leg high to the sky. Then draw that right knee to your right wrist, your right ankle to your left. Release your toes. Inhale, walk your hands up to set the hips. And then exhale, slowly walk those hands out. Maybe you rest on your forearms. Maybe you walk your hands out a little bit further. But we'll take 3 nice deep breaths here. Take a deep inhale. And a deep exhale, let it all go. 2 more, nice deep inhale. Exhale it all out. Last deep inhale. Exhale completely. Then slowly begin to walk those hands up. Planting your hands, curling those toes. We'll send our right leg back to our 3-legged dog. Giving it gently a shake. Then lower those right toes down. Inhale, float that left leg high to the sky. Then draw that left knee to your left wrist, your left ankle to your right. Release your toes. Inhale, walk your hands up to set the hips. Exhale, walk your hands out, coming into reclined pigeon. And you could rest on your forearms, or maybe you walk a little bit further. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale it all out. Take another deep inhale. Exhale it all out. Last deep inhale. Exhale completely. Then on the next inhale, slowly begin to walk those hands up. Planting your hands, curling those right toes, send that left leg back to your 3-legged dog. Giving it a little gentle shake. Lowering those toes down onto the mats. And then coming into wide knee child's pose, so draw the knees as wide as the mat. Draw your big toes together and then send those hips back. Allow your shoulders to soften. Maybe your forehead rests on the mat. If not, you can always slide a block underneath your forehead just to remove tension from your neck. We'll take a few more breaths here. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Then on the next inhale, slowly begin to walk those hands up. Very nice. Draw your knees together. Kick your feet to one side or another, coming into a seated position. Coming into our last boat pose together. So have your feet on the mat. Draw your shoulders back and down. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. Then on the next inhale, float the feet and float the hands. So draw those shoulders down and away from your ears. And the option to keep the knees bent, or maybe you straighten those legs. Find your edge today. Keep your breath. Maybe you draw a smile to your face. Then take a deep breath in here. And exhale, slowly begin to lower the heels. Then inhale, draw back up. Exhale, slowly lower the heels. Inhale, draw them back up. Draw the shoulders down and away. Exhale, lower the heels down. Inhale, draw them back up. Two more, we got this. Exhale, lower them down. Inhale, draw them back up. Last one, lower them down. Inhale, draw them back up. Draw your hands together. Exhale to the right. Inhale, back together. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back together. Reach your hands up. Straighten those legs. Then release. Grab the knees. Tuck your chin. Roll your spine. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Let it all go. Take one more deep inhale. One more deep exhale. Very nice. Then draw your hands behind your spine. And gently windshield wiper with the legs to the right. Then to the left. One more time to the right. One more time to the left. Very nice. And then coming into one nice forward fold, so having the feet out in front of us, toes pointed up. Staying on the top of your sit bones. Inhale, reach your hands up. Then exhale, reach and fold. Inhale, drop your chest a little bit. Exhale, can you fold a little bit deeper? Breathing into any sensations that you might be feeling. Maybe you have a slight bend in the knees. Trying to move tension from your shoulders. Tension from your neck. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, let it all go. Then on the next inhale, slowly begin to walk your hands up. And then placing your feet on the mat. And slowly lowering all the way down onto your back. And have your block handy. So we're going to do the similar thing that we did with locust pose into Sphinx pose. We're going to do bridge pose, and then we're going to move into supported bridge. So draw your heels as close to your glutes as possible. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then on the next inhale, shoot those hips up to the sky and keep pressing your hands into the mats. On the next inhale, can you send those hips up a little bit higher? Exhale, hold here. Then on the next inhale, shift your weight to that left heel and start to draw in that right knee. Then straighten that right leg on the exhale. Then inhale, draw that right knee back in. And then slowly lower that right leg down. Shift your weight to that right heel. Draw in that left knee. Exhale, straighten that left leg. Inhale, draw that left knee back in. Exhale, slowly lower down. Shifting your weight to that left heel, draw that right knee back in. Exhale, straighten that right leg. Inhale, draw that right knee back in. Exhale, slowly lower that right foot. Shifting your weight to that right heel, draw that left knee in on the inhale. Exhale, straighten that left leg, very nice. Inhale, draw that left knee back in. Exhale, slowly lower that left leg. On the next inhale, send those hips up as high as you can. Exhale, hold here. Last one, inhale, send the hips up as high as you can. Then exhale, slowly begin to lower down. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then grab your block. And then on the next inhale, send those hips back up. And slide that block underneath your tailbone, coming into supported bridge. Maybe you adjust the block further up your spine or a little bit further down. Find that sweet spot. And let those hips settle into that block. Allow your palms to face up. Allow your eyes to close. Your breath to soften. Removing tension from your shoulders and from your neck. Letting your body find a little bit more rest. Take one more inhale here. One more exhale. Then slowly shift those hips up. Removing the block and slowly lowering those hips down onto the mat. Then from here, pick up that right foot, cross it over your left. And then pick up your hips and shift them to the right side of the mat. Open your arms up into a T and let that right knee drop down to the left side, coming into a twist. Keeping your right shoulder blade pressed into the mat. You can let your eyes fall over that right shoulder. We'll hold this a little bit longer today. Breathing into any sensation that you might be feeling in your spine and your hips. Take one more inhale here. One more exhale. And then slowly draw those knees back up to center. Release your right leg, square those hips. Then pick up that left leg, cross it over the right. And then shift your hips to the left side of the mat. And then let that left knee drop down to the right side. Keeping your left shoulder blade pressed into the mat. Your eyes can fall over your left shoulder. Breathing into any sensations that you might be feeling. Letting your body find rest. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. And then slowly draw those knees back up to center. Release your left leg, square those hips. Draw your knees into your chest, giving them a nice big squeeze. Gently rocking a little bit of side to side. A little bit forward and backwards. Circling your knees in one direction. Circle your knees in the opposite direction. Open up to happy baby. Grab that outside of those feet. Open the knees nice and wide. Gently rocking a little bit of forward and backwards. A little bit of side to side. Taking one full breath in. And then exhale, open up to Shavasana. Legs as wide as the mat. Palms to face up. Letting your body melt into the mat. Taking this opportunity to let go. Letting your body find rest. Letting your mind find peace. Taking a few moments to scan over your body. Notice if you're carrying any tension anywhere. Breathing into those areas. Letting your breath dissolve any tension. Fully relaxing into this posture. Taking note of any thoughts that might be rising up. Gently acknowledging them. Letting them continue to pass by. Drawing your attention back to your breath. Back to your inhales and your exhales. And as you find rest, letting your body begin to reap the rewards from your practice today. The benefits from all the postures sinking deep into your mind and into your body. On the next inhale, slowly begin to wiggle your fingers. Gently moving your toes. Slowly waking up your body. Drawing your attention back to the room. On the next inhale, slowly reaching those arms up and overhead. And grabbing one wrist and gently pulling it to one side of the room, feeling the stretch in that side body. Then release that wrist, grab the other wrist and gently pull it to the opposite side. Then release that wrist, reach your hands to the very back of the room and your feet to the very front. Taking a full body stretch on that next inhale. Exhale, let it all go. Slowly drawing that right knee into your chest, giving it a nice big squeeze. Showing it some love. Gently adding a little bit of movement back. Then release your right leg, draw in that left knee. Giving it a nice big squeeze. Showing it some love. Then draw that right knee back into your chest. Give them both a big hug. Gently adding a little bit of movement, rocking side to side. A little bit of forward and backwards. Circling your knees in one direction. Circle your knees in the opposite direction. Then letting your knees sway from the left to the right. Gently letting your knees fall to the right side or to the left side, coming into fetal position. Offering breaths of gratitude. Grateful for your practice today, that you showed up on your mat this morning. Took time to connect with your body and with your breath. Take a few moments to reflect on the intention you set at the beginning of practice. Take a deep inhale. And a deep exhale. On the next inhale, slowly begin to press your way up, making your way up to a seated position. Keeping your eyes closed and drawing your hands to heart center when you arrive. Take a full inhale together. And a full exhale, let it all go. On the next inhale, draw a gentle smile to your face. Exhale it all out. Take a few moments to thank your body for all the hard work it did this morning. I thank you and I'm very humbled by your practice. Namaste. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Well, you as well. Thank you, Mark. Thanks for everything. Thanks to Josh for recording all of this for us.
Yes, thanks, Josh.
Greatly appreciate it all.
Yeah, it was great. We're going to miss it.
I know. Well, we'll have to figure out. So, like, when you get church solved and stuff like that, we can figure out when would be a good time to have classes on the Sunday and
Yeah.
aim for like
George and I are we're definitely interested for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
When do you think that you'll have that figured out, George?
George?
Let's talk about church.
Oh, I guess after September 20th
Well, our first service is September 13th.
or 13th.
Then we got to decide if we're going to have church every week or every couple weeks. Slowly get back into it. I'm not sure, Josh, how it's going to go right now.
But
Okay.
But if we could you guys do it early in the morning, like 8 o'clock-ish? No?
I can. I'm up at 6, so.
okay, well, I guess what happens for us is as long as it's not between 10 and noon, well, or 9 and noon because you're getting ready kind of thing, but any time before, any time after works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we talking about this weekend coming up is the long weekend? So it's the Labor Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I can set something up for that Sunday.
Yep.
Is that am I getting the vibe that you guys are wanting to wait until you get that figured out, or do we just continue on as usual?
No, we're good for the next couple Sundays. We don't have church until the 13th, so we're good, Josh.
Okay. How about you, Mark?
Yeah, so we're thinking the 6th.
Yes.
Yeah, that would work for me.
Okay.
And
okay.
in that case, we could do any time in the morning.
So maybe we'll keep it at 9 for that week, and then after like your church, we can kind of.
Then we'll figure it out. Because
Okay.
you know what, guys, by the 13th, who knows? We may be told once again that something's changed, but definitely for next Sunday, anytime. So 9 a.m. works well.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So what I'll do is I'll move the Saturday yoga at 9 to Sunday at 9.
Terrific.
Perfect.
That works for everybody?
Yeah, everybody's not on though, but it definitely works for us.
Okay. Well, hey, that's their fault for not being here. They didn't get a vote.
I'm assuming it will work for other folks.
Yeah. Well, again, I mean, we'll get the feedback if it does or if it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll do that. And so, and I forgot the start date, Mark, of your new appointment.
Oh, it starts the 8th.
Wow.
Yeah.
I am so excited for you, Mark.
Okay. So are you interested in doing any yoga next week, or do you need the week to prep for your new?
I'm taking a full week off to regroup.
Okay. Perfect. That's what that's kind of, that's the sense I got. Like I said, I missed that part of the conversation last time around. Okay. But you're still obviously you're still available on the 6th.
Yes. Yeah, because I'll take a whole week off. So it'll be from that, like I'll take now till next Saturday off, and then Sunday I'm good to go.
Do you
Okay, so I'll move it to the 6th.
Do you have to come up with routines and stuff, Mark?
Yeah, so a couple of the coaches have asked me to like kind of develop some routines. So I have to also be creative in that sense too, and find out what all the rules are and all that stuff.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah,
It'll be
so
fun.
Okay. Now, are the George? Are you interested in like I'm gonna source yoga from Summit in Maryland. So I presume you're receiving Maryland's mailings.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
just waiting to hear what she's going to do for the fall.
Yeah, we haven't seen her plans yet, Josh, unless she's just sent them out.
Nothing. She just keeps promising that she's gonna send them out, but we haven't, because I don't know that she's finalized everything yet. She says she's still waiting to hear back. Like the last email she sent out, she's waiting to hear back from some of the venues.
Yeah. We've
So,
seen that one.
okay, so that will give us 2 days, 2 to 3 days at least. Because Mark, I think you said you're teaching on Monday morning?
Yeah, that, but I think that starts that'll start like the 14th, right?
Yeah, exactly. So the fall season, we'll have Mark on Monday, and then Mark on Sunday. Are you interested in any more days? Like if I find additional days from Summit, if any of the other days from Maryland don't work for you? Like how many days a week do you want to do yoga?
Sorry, are you talking to George and I, Josh?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know. I guess we're just trying to figure that out. But are you saying that Mark's Monday class is going to be available virtually?
That's my guess, but it's not guaranteed.
That's your Monday morning class, right,
Yeah, but
Mark?
if it's available virtually, we could do it at another time.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if it is. I shouldn't say.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know either. So
I can't presume that it's it's going to be videotaped.
Maybe
Yeah.
Marilyn's going to try to do both, have some in the class and then tape it, right? Or somehow?
You know what, Josh, in this instance, it may be wise just for us, we're not going to go all over the map. We're going to probably just go with Marilyn and Mark. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll have to see what Marilyn's stuff, how it's structured, and then we'll pick. Yeah.
Because we don't have as much, well, I'm working from home, but
I have no flexibility until
George doesn't have any flex.
anything after 6 o'clock. I'm good, but before that, yeah.
Okay. Now, do you are recorded classes viable? That does work for you guys?
Absolutely. We'd love that.
Okay, good. Because
Well, we don't mind paying Mark and doing them later if all you're doing. Well, we're going to pay through Maryland anyway,
No,
right?
but the question was, are we accessing the recorded
Yes.
classes? We've been doing that for sure.
Okay,
And you know
right.
what? That's been a godsend. And in fact, when you announced, Mark, that you weren't going to be available, in our minds, that's what we were going to do until such a time as we found out from Maryland what was happening. So I hope we don't lose those.
No, they're still available. Again, with Mark's permission, they're still available.
Yeah, exactly. But those
I
have been,
know.
there's so many classes too, and so many options.
yes.
We feel like we should pay you for your rights,
Yeah.
Mark. Seriously.
So, because Maryland's a little different. Maryland, you have access to the class for 1 week only,
Oh,
right? So every class that you do with her, you only get it for the week.
Okay.
What I'm doing with Mark, because I've obtained his permission to basically post them, you can, there's no restriction. They don't expire, the links don't disappear. So as long, if recorded workouts are viable, like to me, part of the experience for me is interacting. So
Yeah.
I don't get the same experience by watching a recorded workout because it's one way. It's not communication. It's I don't have the same incentive to do a recorded workout as I do as I know what my friends are waiting for me. We have a time set aside. Let's do this together. We chit chat a little bit before. We chit chat a little bit afterwards. To me, there's the social aspect is what makes it viable and important.
that's undeniable, Josh.
But not everyone has that.
But it's not also, for us, it's the flexibility of the situation. So that's why the
Exactly.
recorded, I'm still with George doing it. So at the very least, I'm not doing it alone in an isolated manner. George and I, and sometimes Julia's joined in. So it's been nice that way.
Yeah,
But I totally agree with you. It's been wonderful seeing our group together.
Yeah.
so the fact that you guys can make use of recorded workouts is awesome. So, because that opens up a whole bunch more possibilities.
Mm.
So let's say that Mark has a class, but you can't make it. Well, I'll just record it for you,
Okay.
you know?
Okay.
So,
That would be great, Josh.
yeah. Just the one thing I'll caution is don't let Marilyn know that I recorded class. Like, just, in conversation, like, don't say, oh, just all, if she is offering a recording, then that's okay, you can refer to that. But Mark has asked for our
I get that. I
what's the
appreciate it.
word, our
Discretion.
Yeah.
discretion.
That's the word you're looking for,
That
Josh.
the recordings are there. Because I can record anything, whether the person knows it or not. Like, for example, like Julie has workouts with one of the top workout places in Canada, and there's no recordings available, but I record them all for her. Right? So if she misses it, she can always go back, and now she's amassed, this huge library of recordings and workouts that's available to her at any time. So again, like I said, as Mark's he's been very gracious to allow us to keep the recordings, and he's fully aware of how they're posted and so on. So yeah, if the recordings works for you, then we can certainly make sure that whatever you want to go with works for you guys as well. That's really great that you can use them.
That'd be great, man. Yeah.
Okay.
And
All right,
our schedules may become very flexible in the near future. Don't know that.
Yeah, but if you're able to use those recordings, then I can put stuff in that channel for your use.
We appreciate that, Josh.
No
Yeah.
problem.
And Mark.
Absolutely, yeah. It's great that you're as flexible as you are, Mark. That's really helpful.
Well, no, and it's good. I've enjoyed this too. Like it's been nice to just interact, and it's challenged me too to like teach in front of a camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
And
kidding.
how to get my point across, right? Like and how to flow through it. And
You're a natural, Mark.
Mark, I will tell you that at the beginning, when I first heard from Josh and Julie about the classes that you were giving and how they really liked your teaching style, I was trying to wrap my head around that, because some of the yoga experiences I'd had, I can't say it was the same as how they were conveying it. But anyway, all this to say that when I first started taking your classes, I had to watch you constantly. I can now close my eyes throughout the entire lesson and just listen to what you have to say and do the class. That's a testament to your instructions.
thank you.
So really great.
Yeah.
Really, really
Very
great.
clear.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's super important. Like with Angie's class, she can't physically wear the mic, and so you can't hear her.
I could never hear Josh when we were doing Angie.
No,
Remember?
so we have to watch all the time, which makes it's not the same experience.
No,
She did not project.
Yeah. So I've asked because as I understand it, Marilyn works with Summit as through part of that. So I'm going to see if I can figure out a way to get a mic on her lapel, then I can hear her. Because right now, if the music doesn't play, then I can hear her. As soon as the music starts, it drowns her out. And then you have to literally watch what she's doing and then mirror, because you can't hear her.
Yeah.
But like I said, if she could hear her speaking, that's great. You just follow her cueing and away you go. And that's one thing that with Mark's classes, as you say, the cueing is very clear and very, you can literally close your eyes and you don't need to see the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, good. Well, if you're able to use the recordings, that's awesome. We can certainly then make sure that you get your fill of yoga and go from there.
And maybe what we'll do is next Sunday, we may in fact have a better idea of how things are to evolve. So we may be able to plan further than just what we've done today.
Yeah,
So.
perfect. Okay, but for now, like I said, I'll move the Saturday to Sunday.
Awesome.
And then we'll fill in the blanks from there. Again, I'll keep you posted on my experiences with Summit.
Okay.
Obviously, your experiences with Maryland through the mailings, and then Mark obviously offered graciously the Sunday.
Yeah, terrific.
Thank you.
Thanks. Mark, rest well.
Thank you.
Rejuvenate, recharge, get your head on straight.
Good luck with everything. Thank you very much for everything.
Great.
Thanks,
We'll see you
Josh.
on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Have a good weekend, guys.
All right, see you later.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
So good, eh?